and he is the founder and chairman of Bina Swadaya. Please welcome Mr. Bambang Ismawan.
Good afternoon, everybody. Somebody asked me during the break, what business are you in? I told him, poverty alleviation, serving the poor, empowering society. That's what Bina Swadaya is about. Bina Swadaya, illiterate, means empowering self-reliance. And I'm going to take you into 58 years of journey in 10 minutes. Firstly, let me introduce you to Indonesia. Let us talk number. A country with 17,000 islands, 1,000 of them unnamed or uninhabited. 240 million people, fourth most populous countries in the world. 34 provinces with 409 districts, member of G20, the 16th largest economy by nominal GDP, 15th largest purchasing power, the growth rate 6.5, is the biggest among Asian countries, I was told, and untouchable by global economic crisis. Sounds like a very wealthy nation, isn't it? But how about poverty? If the poverty line is about $1, then the estimated about 31 million people living below poverty line. But if you use the standard applied by the World Bank, that's poverty lines $2. The number skyrocketing is about 133 million people living below poverty line. It's mean about 56% of the total population in Indonesia. How about women? 22.8 are women, from 31 million. 11.6 women are in a primary education, and 12% women are illiterate. Powerlessness creates poverty and backwardness. The roots of powerlessness is in Indonesia, in my opinion, resulted from the legacy, colonial legacy, government instability, dependency trap, big devaluation. You cannot imagine 50 billion% during 67 years. Corruption plus collusion and nepotism, natural disaster and unresolved environmental problems. About the business in Indonesia? From this table, you can see that 51 million, or about 92% of the business entity in Indonesia are micro business. So the rest, about 88%, small, medium, and big business. They are working in the various fields: primary, secondary field, agriculture, plantation, animal husbandry, fishery, all are implemented in the very small enterprise and subsistence, small craftsmen, tailor, snack producer, etc. Tertiary activities, distribution activities, and other services activities. The poor are not the have-not. They have little. If we stop thinking of the poor as the burden, as a victim or as a burden, and start recognizing them as resilience and creative entrepreneurs and values consciousness, consumer, a whole new world of opportunity will open up. This is what stated by Prahalad in his book, The Fortune at the Bottom of the Pyramid, written in 2006, something that Bina Swadaya has applied this many years before. Telling you about Bina Swadaya, meaning telling you about the phase of development. First, the era of what we call it social movement start from 1954 up to 1973. We beginning with empowering self-help groups and producing magazine, we call it Trubus or Sprout magazine. The self-help group works is like income generation orientation, open-mindedness, and democratic way of managing organization. This organization has been reached by Bina Swadaya through our networking, our branches of 21 branches. Only about 3,000 self-help group or about 100,000 people. But when Bina Swadaya cooperating with other institutions, government, private sectors, then we reach 20 million families, or about 100 million families coming from 1 million self-help groups. This is a very important lesson. If you do everything by yourself, you cannot make greater impact. But if you share and collaborate with others, then the impact will be beyond your expectation. The second phase of Bina Swadaya activities relate to what we call it the era of socio and economic development. And for that, we start with social entrepreneurship. With social entrepreneurship, we mean social development with entrepreneurship solution. And social development means poverty alleviation, productive employment, and social integration. For that, we are doing now beyond Bina Swadaya. And for that, we are cooperating with community forestry network, rural development network, Indonesian movement for microfinance development, and synergy action based on universities. Ladies and gentlemen, my time is up. I like to summarize what we are doing, that poverty alleviation is a complex thing, and for that we need a cooperation, not only NGOs, but also government and also sector, private sector. And for this, university can play a vital role. Thank you.